Hello, I'm Lee Johnson, and I was thinking to myself, I want to do a video today, but I don't know what to talk about. So I decided to talk about books that are like book shapes and book sizes, because I noticed, looking at my shelves, that I have quite a few books that are interesting sizes, and I will show you what I mean. So, okay, this is a normal UK paperback size, and this is The Crane Wife by Patrick Ness, which I haven't read yet. But I got this in Asda for like £3, so that was good. But anyway, yeah, this is the normal UK paperback size, and then I have Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, and this is so I'm trying to. It's called a Red Classic. So this is the Red Classic edition of Mice and Men, and if you look at the size compared to a normal English paperback, you'll see it's much thinner and shorter, which I think is strange because I've not really seen a book this kind of thin and this height before. I mean, I like it. It's a really nice book. And it's really short. I still haven't read this, which is really bad because I should read it. This is only 121 pages, but yeah, like compared to a normal English paperback, that is the size, which I think is weird, but I don't mind. And then I'll move on to a couple of books that are bigger, and I'll show you some that are smaller. So, for instance, I have Wreck This Journal by Kerry Smith, which you can tell has not been done at all. It's just sat on my shelf. But I will be doing it, don't worry. Yeah, and if you look at this, this is the extended edition or something, I think. I don't know. Where does it say it? It says it somewhere. The expanded edition. This is the expanded edition. So it has more to do, more activities to do. But if you look, it is just slightly higher and wider. I don't know if you can actually see that because it's so thin, the gap. But yeah, it's just ever so slightly taller and wider. And it's got these weird cut-off corners here. Like the corners are rounded, which I think is really strange. Yeah, so there's that one. And then I have Keith Lemon, The Rules. And Keith Lemon is a British comedian. And he presents Celebrity Juice in the UK. Anyway, but yeah, that's the Keith Lemon book. And if you look at this one, it's the same height, but it's much wider, if you can see that. It is quite wide, which I don't mind. I keep saying I don't mind. What I mean is, like, I don't mind what size a book is, as long as it's a good book. So, I'm not really that bothered. Then we move on to even smaller books. So first I'm going to show you this one, and this is one you may have seen in my recent haul, and it's The Sword of the Warrior by Leanne Hearn. This is tiny, compared to a normal paperback, English paperback. Look how small it is. It's so small and cute. It's tiny, but I like that. And then I have Queenie by Alice Munro. It's basically the same size. I think it's the same size. So I'm just checking. Oh, it's actually slightly narrower, but it is the same size. It's the same height, but slightly narrower than this one. So that's a little mini one. And if you look like this, they go down in width, which I think is interesting. Sorry, that's just me being weird, but I think that's quite interesting. And then these are two that I haven't hauled before. I have The Little Book of Bond, which is a nice little hardcover. And as you can tell, it is tiny. And again, it's much shorter than a normal UK paperback, but it's also narrower. But yeah, I haven't hauled this, so... But this is basically just quotes from Bond movies. And I like in the back that it has a list of the movies that the quotes are from. So we have Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough. But yeah, so it's just got really cool quotes and pictures. And this is one of my... Oh, let me find it. This is one of my favourite quotes. So, by what means shall we execute you, Commander Bond? What? No small talk, no chit-chat. That's the trouble with the world today. No one takes the time to give a really sinister interrogation anymore. And that's Dmitri Mishkin and Bond from GoldenEye. But yeah, it's a really cute little thing. With little pictures and quotes from the movies, and it says what movie it's from. Yeah, so I haven't hauled that, but you've seen it now. Oh, look at that. There's a woman that says, do you destroy every vehicle you get into? Standard operating procedure. Natalia, Simonova and Bond, GoldenEye. Anyway, yeah. Enough of that. So yeah, that's a really small one. And then we go on to an even smaller one, which you might not have seen, because I hauled this on my old channel. But it's a Tolkien Treasury. And it's by this is published by Running Press. And this is basically the same. It's quotes from some of the movies. It says, with poems, stories and songs from an international community of writers, scholars and artists, a Tolkien Treasury is the perfect gift for every Tolkien fan. Get a glimpse of Middle-earth in this beautifully illustrated celebration of the author and his creations. This mythical world and the magical creatures that inhabit it come to life through haiku, song, and so much more in this hobbit-sized treasury. That's really cool. Like, this is one of the pictures. It's just gold. It's like a gold print. It's really nice. And then, evil that is has every advantage but one. It is inferior in imagination. It's a quote by W.H. Auden, and it has a picture of a wolf. And then we have something like the song from Middle-earth. In Middle-earth there is a tavern on the eastern road. There travellers will find its tables full of cheer, and when the innkeeper brings the beer, he may bend an ear. And we also have, Middle-earth is simply an old-fashioned word for the world we live in, as imagined and surrounded by the ocean, at a different stage of imagination. But yeah, it's just really cool, and it has quotes and pictures, and it's really nice. But anyway, so yeah, the size of this is even smaller. It's one of the smallest books I own, and probably one of the smallest I've ever seen. Yeah, and now, talking about hardbacks, so let me just show you. This is The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. This is a standard US hardback. Standard size. Yeah, so that's a standard US hardback. And this, The Silversmith's Wife, sorry about that, The Silversmith's Wife by Sophia Tobin is a standard UK hardback size, which is fine. But yeah, I prefer American hardbacks because they're smaller and they're more compact. And they're easier to carry around, as you can see. They're slightly shorter and slightly narrower, which is nice. I like that. Yeah. But yeah, I just find this is really chunky, and I'll probably just keep this at home and read it, because it's pretty chunky, do you know what I mean? I don't even know what this book is about. But it looks good. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I just prefer American hardbacks because they're smaller and they're easier to carry around. And what I do is, when I'm reading a hardback, especially if I'm carrying it around in my bag, I like to take the dust jacket off and just carry it around without the dust jacket, because otherwise I find the dust jacket gets ruined. Wow, that's very red. Anyway, I find the dust jacket gets ruined, and it's nice to have the dust jacket in good order, even if the book isn't anymore. That's what I figure anyway. Let me just put the cover back. Oh, this is not going well. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is standard UK hardback. This is a small UK hardback. The Dark Inside by Rupert Wallace. And as you can see, is much smaller, much narrower. But that's fine, I like this. This size, this is nice, because this is even more compact. And just to show you, under the dust jacket, it's amazingly white, and on the edge it has like thorns or whatever that is in blue. I just love this. The actual hardcover underneath is white, and it's just lovely. It's a lovely little compact book. Yeah, but the compact thing is nice. You know, they're easy to carry around. Take the dust jacket off and you'll be alright. Oh no, I'm having book issues. If I used Twitter, I'd start a hashtag issues. Anyway, yeah, and there's another UK small hardback just to show you. If You Find Me by Emily Murdoch. As you can see, it's the same size. Although it's slightly bigger. I mean, it's slightly longer. There's more pages. Anyway, yeah. So that's my little delve into the sizes of books, and I thought you might like to watch that. And if you have any idea, sorry, what I mean to say is, if you agree with some of what I say, or if you don't, let me know. Maybe show me the smallest book you have. Like I said, that's the smallest book I have. It is tiny. Very small, the Tolkien Treasury. But it's a lovely little hardback, and I love it. Yeah, so maybe show me the smallest book you have, or the books that you have that are strange sizes. I did have something else to ask you all, but I forgot to get the books. So bear with me one minute, I'll go and get them. Hello! I am back. Sorry, I got a bit close to the camera there. So I have Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas, which are freaking amazing. So beautiful. Like this, and they look amazing on the shelf. So gorgeous. And I also have The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas, which has one of the most amazing book covers I've ever seen in my life. I know the camera won't do this justice, but if you look at this in real life up close, it is just stunning. And so is the back. Anyway, so my question is, when Heir of Fire comes out, I will get it and